362 FL Cruiser by CrossRoads here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I love this model. Front living room fifth wheels really took off last year. They've come and gone for many years, but I think after last year they're really here to stay. They're a unique floor plan that is really unlike any other fifth wheel, and they offer a lot of cool benefits. And that's what I want to talk about, is why a front living room is cool and why invest your money in a cruiser versus brand X out there, because there's a lot of good fifth wheels. So why are so many people buying cruisers? My favorite part about them, in fifth wheels, they had our lowest instance of warranty claim last year. That's my favorite thing. I like knowing that when we put our assurance into a brand for a customer, that it's backed up. Now this I thought was cool. It's just bonus storage space. A lot of manufacturers will just leave a dead pocket under a floor, and it doesn't do any good. They opened it up. You see that you do have coax out here. You can make this little entertainment center, and they have these new style lights this year. Man, those are bright. These are LEDs, and they just hit the on-off light is just right on it, and I think that's sweet. A lot of your baggage doors, where they can, they're going to be magnetically latched, so you can see they are truly one-hand operational, and you do have the nicer slam latches. Now notice here they had the engineering, planning, and foresight. They said this baggage door, if it flips up too far, it could get caught under that slide. If they push the slide in, they would wreck everything. So they put struts on it. So now you can't break it, and two, it holds itself open, so you have super easy access to some really big pass-through storage. And notice too, under here, this is an awesome way to see how these are built. You don't see OSB or particle board. You see plywood. You see aluminum framework. It's welded, not bracketed. This is how you want something to be built. If you're going to invest serious money, because this is an investment, this is how you want it done. I want to duck here, not clip my head on that slide right here. Now the trail air pin box. This is going to add a level of shock absorption and rubber dampening to all those jumps and jolts on the road. It'll give you a smoother ride, and it's easier on your rig and the truck. Now notice up front here, big open front pass-through, pardon me, not front pass-through, but front storage. Now you have 2 battery boxes. It's pre-wired for 2 batteries, but what's neat, I'm using my jumper box to 1 battery hookup. You can use this with 1 or 2 batteries, and it has its own easy access disconnect right here. It's so simple. Cross-wiring batteries is a problem. Some manufacturers make you do it. Cruiser does not. It's as close to idiot-proof as it can get, and that's what I like about it. Not to mention, I call it the bald eagle body job. This gorgeous high gloss tan with the white nose. It looks like a bald eagle to me. Very patriotic. I think it's super cool, and that is a true high gloss exterior. Now another really sweet thing is underneath the fiberglass. Basically, everybody has a sheet of Luan, single ply plywood. Well, they double it at Cruiser, and they offset it the same way a bricklayer would offset bricks. They don't stack bricks in straight up and down lines. They stagger back and forth, back and forth. That's how they do the Luan under the skin of this wall. So you don't see those seams. It doesn't ever flex and bulge at any one point. Did you notice the roof material overlaps? It wraps around the side of the roof. That is far better for preventing leaks and things like that, because these top corners are stress points, and if you can run the roof material past that, you greatly reduce the chance of seam failure. Every RV requires a measure of maintenance. You still need to be smart about how you use it, but factors like that, like the plywood, the aluminum construction I've talked about, that stuff adds up to be more problem-free. Now you see that this is an option we like to put on here, and keep in mind, not every single 362 FL we keep in stock will be exactly like this one. Like, some may not have that hitch on the back. They all have the enclosed underbelly. Some may have different interior fabric schemes or different options than you see here. I mention that simply because if you see our pictures don't look the same as this video tour, you now understand why. Now the awning here, big power awning, and that is one thing I like about front living rooms, is they don't put a slide in the middle. They put a slide up front and a slide in the back, so you get this big power awning. You actually get lots of awning coverage in the middle of your fifth wheel, where you want it. So many of these fifth wheels with these big rear super slides. While that's cool, it gives you a tiny awning up front where it's basically worthless. And bigger tires, aluminum wheels, nicer stuff. This is how you want something to be built. Just because it's not $80,000, $90,000 doesn't mean it's not a very nice piece, and that's what I like about these cruisers. Let's step inside here. Now, I left the lights off purposely so that you could see a couple things. First of all, your control panel is hidden away from the grandkids' wandering fingers, so they're not going to turn your water heater on. Secondly, you see how these switches are backlit? You have kitchen, living room, porch, awning. You have awning lights built right into the awning tube. This is easy. And then you see, bam, very bright, very welcoming. I like the lighter tones with the high contrast, the dark on light. It just really pops and set this thing off. I know that phrase pops is cliche, but it truly fits here. Since we're staring at it, let's start at the kitchen. First of all, we actually have a nice pantry. We have lots of storage. And notice that all your big fixtures and appliances in the kitchen, they're in a slide out. They're pushed off your floor plan. It gives you more floor space. Now, if you're cooking up a storm, you see that fan up there. You have a one-touch wall button. It'll turn the fan on, raise the lid for you like you see there. When you're done, push the button again, closes the lid, turns the fan off. Easy. What's awesome, you have another one of those fans up there in the living room, and your switch is right here next to your dining area. And not to mention, you get awesome cross ventilation because you have huge windows all over the place. Moving on from, and again, another big upgrade in this floor plan here in the kitchen, 12 cubic foot fridge and freezer. That's way bigger than the standard in this floor plan. Now, I've seen a lot of front living room fifth wheels. I've never seen one with this open dinette. I love that. It makes it so open and airy and welcoming in here. It is very cool. Oh, I think, the name of this color scheme, I want to say, is like cappuccino or espresso. I think it's espresso. I can't remember. Long story short, double check me on that. But again, remember that the colors in the pictures represent the unit, whereas this video is here just as generic footage. Now, here is something they're doing right that almost everybody doing a front living room gets wrong. A hide-a-bed. Almost everybody is chinsing out, and they're doing a shorter slide. And you're actually sitting on the bottom of the slide. They put the front of a sofa on here to make it look like it's a big sofa, but it's not. This is a king-size, full hide-a-bed. And that's something almost nobody can match. And again, this is coming in tens of thousands less than some of these big front livings. 55-inch front TV will be included. We simply store those for, safety purposes so that you're the first people to take them home. They're not scratched when you get them. These shelves on the side are the perfect size for things like DVD boxes. It's, they measured it. They made it that way. The fireplace up here, this will help keep the RV warm without burning up all your propane. It's an electric space heater, essentially. It works whenever you're plugged into park power. Bluetooth DVD stereo, pretty much does everything you need. We've upgraded to a pair of recliners here instead of just rocking chairs. And again, all of your windows open for ventilation. Now notice how much spare space there is beside each of these. You could have one or two side stands. You could have a middle stand, whatever you want. And again, just a big, sweeping, comfortable front living room that really naturally flows right into a dining room here. And that's what I like about this one. The way everything is very flowing and seamless. I really, really like this layout. And again, I've seen a lot of front living rooms. This one just really jumped out at me. Now, your storage here in the kitchen isn't just located in the slide out. You see that not only do they give you big shelves, not only do they give you the nicer hardwood doors, but they actually, shelf this right here. So you don't just get a big cabinet. You get a shelf for double the space. Keep an eye on stuff like that. Now, these top corner cuts with this trim, it's actually one of the harder cuts for these guys to make because they move so fast. Look through the cruisers. 10 times out of 10, they nail it. I mean, their fit and finish is just supreme in these models. I absolutely love it. And we have nicer solid surface countertops. And when you do that, it opens up the option of an under-mounted sink. But take a look at this sink cover. When you're not using this, you have extra countertop space that can stand up to some serious abuse. Another thing to mention here in the kitchen, this is an actual backsplash. You hear my fingernails jumping over that? Also, you have an awesome charging center here. You walk in, set your phone down, plug it in, charge it up. The other useful part of that is we have what I call the how-to tablet right here. This is literally just an Android-enabled tablet that when you turn it on, It tells you everything you ever wanted to know about this RV. It even has options where you can like hook up to the park's Wi-Fi. You can download apps. You know, you can play your games on it. It'd be a good toy to keep the grandkids busy. And if you have any maintenance questions, this tells you everything. It's awesome. And again, fit and finish, quality. You're not sacrificing anything in a cruiser. And that's why I really like them. And again, they perform. You know, this isn't just a sales pitch. These things stand up. They perform. They don't come back for any significant major warranty. And that's what I love about them. Now, here in the bathroom, you have 3 of these really big linen sections. And this is a pet peeve of mine. If you watch these videos at all, you're going to hear me say over and over, I cannot believe how many of these big fifth wheels don't even give you a place to put a towel in the bathroom. I love this spa-style shower door here. It opens from the middle. It's just very classy. I really like that. The fixtures here, we have a true porcelain stool, not plastic, so you can actually clean it. It's not going to promote odor and bacteria and mildew. You know, and the other thing is, this bathroom is on the lower deck of the fifth wheel, not upstairs. That means the headroom in the shower, never, ever a problem. Full queen bed, and I mean true queen bed, 80-inch queen, not 74-inch camper queen, here in the bedroom. And this is an upgraded mattress. This is the iCool mattress. Long story short, it breathes better, keeps you cooler. You know, you're not going to sweat to death at night. The overhead cabinetry above the bed there, it's just bonus extra storage space. Now notice we have some huge windows here in this bedroom. We also have twin his and hers, or maybe hers and his, or hers and hers, whatever, wardrobe storage, more cabinetry above, a little shelf for knickknacks. You see, we've added the second air conditioner to this model, but did you notice that both AC units are centralized? They both have their own thermostat. So you have like a 28,500 BTU central air system. Most RVs have a 13.5. Which one would you rather have in the sun? That's a loaded question, you know. It's a no-brainer type question. Not to mention, look at all the extra storage you have down here. And now, all this is plywood constructed. Even the front face here, it's 4-sided plywood boxed in. It's the best way you can build drawers in campers. They last longer, they perform better. And again, you keep hearing me come to that. This is built to last, to perform, to give you return on investment, to give you big value for your dollar. That's how this company has forged its name, and that's how it's going to continue to increase its market share every year, which it has. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.